And we are back
with another episode of
Drink Water, Eat Fruit Podcast.
Yes, because every time we drop an episode, we're gonna remind you to drink water
and eat fruit.
Mandatory.
Exactly. It's gotta be. Well, it should be. Y'all can really eat whatever y'all want.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but it's a good reminder. It's a good thing. Exactly. It's a good reminder every time.
Exactly.
That you either leave after you finish watching this podcast, go do one of those, or you do it right now.
Or exactly while you're watching
it. Yeah.
Right.
What you been up to?
Oh, nothing much. Just been cleaning all day and cooking. Wife duties.
Don't do that. Don't even do that.
You know that I'm the housewife in this relationship. I'm just kidding. We both play both roles.
Yes. Partners
in crime.
Yes. Oh, you know what I want to talk about?
What?
There's this thing going on about places not to take a woman out to eat on the first date.
Places not to take a woman?
Yes, and I actually screenshot the list so I can.
I think I seen. I didn't really look at it.
I didn't really look at it, but I looked at it today, and it was like Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's. Look,
how long is this list?
It's like 28 restaurants that you can't take women on the first date. Well, let me see what it say. It says, here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date and thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me with the list. So that means this is a survey. So these are facts. Facts.
So this is not from one woman. This is
a bunch
of women giving their opinion on this.
Yes, and these are 28 different restaurants. Cheesecake Factory is number 1 on the list.
That you can't take. For the first date?
Yeah.
Okay, so second date.
Yeah.
You could take them.
Applebee's. That was our spot. We used to hang out there a lot when we first got together. But it was not.
Technically. Oh, no.
No.
Second, technically, maybe.
No.
Second or third, definitely. Yes.
Maybe like 4th or 5th.
No.
No, I know for a fact. Okay.
You want to start from the beginning?
Okay.
Or hold on, are we going too quick? We need to.
Okay, we're gonna talk about our places, but we're gonna talk about this first. The place we're gonna keep naming places. Okay, Chili's. We used to hang out at Chili's a lot. Too.
Yeah.
We've been together.
Chili's with the boys.
It'll be 12 years next year since we've been together. So we've been together for almost 12 years. So we ate at a lot of places. We don't eat out no more, which is crazy.
I know. Because I grew up eating out, so that I was to blame mostly for that. Not saying that she didn't like to eat out or whatever. But I was introducing her to places. I'm like, what? You never had this? You never ate there? You never ate? That's what we did. I grew up. We ate out. So, yeah, I knew all those restaurants.
He literally was an eat out fanatic. Like me, I didn't grow up eating out. And so when I grew up and became an adult, on a budget, as always, I was always on a budget. All I did was, I ate out at other, like Olive Garden and places like that. But my main places to eat out at quick fix was like McDonald's drive-thru, your dollar cheeseburger, or Wendy's for the dollar nuggets, those type of places. When we got together, he was going to Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A just because. Yeah. I'm like,
yeah, that was a regular day for me. All those places, not McDonald's. I would eat McDonald's too. I ate it all. But exactly, yeah. Chick-fil-A and Zaxby's, that was a regular day for me.
I was like, when I was like, oh, he eating Zaxby's on a Tuesday? Oh, that's like a Friday. I just got paid type of meal. Now Saturday, Sunday, that's like more, restaurant, Olive Garden or whatever and all that stuff. But a Tuesday, he was eating at Zaxby's. I was like, oh, he got bread. But anyway.
Yeah, I did have bread from Zaxby's.
But what else? Okay, let's go down the list again. Okay. Where I left off at, they said...
How many things? What is this?
Chipotle. Olive Garden. Olive Garden was our spot. What's wrong with Olive Garden? Child.
What's wrong with any place?
What's wrong with any of these places? I don't understand.
Really, it doesn't matter. Like, you can keep going down. This all sounds the same.
Yeah, Olive Garden. Any fast food chain, so that means no Chick-fil-A, no Zaxby's. Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, Golden Corral. That was more like house speed. IHOP, Denny's, the gym. Boy, what?
The gym?
Now that's a good first date.
Right, definitely.
Oh my goodness. Who wouldn't want to go
If
to
y'all
the
both, that lets you know that y'all both like to be healthy and fit
active.
and active. Right. How is that on the list?
I don't know how that's on the list. That would have been a cool first date.
Right.
But anyway, the gym, church, Starbucks. I ain't gonna say that about that. Ice cream. Okay,
Oh. We got to keep that in mind.
ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, Netflix, Hulu, etc. What about Tubi? They didn't say Tubi.
Oh, okay. You can hit a Tubi.
That you didn't say Tubi. Y'all said Netflix and Hulu, but it said etc. So that might be Tubi. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar. Okay, Waffle House.
Okay, the long drive, that's probably the only thing I agree with.
Yeah. The long drive. But do you think women are being too picky with this?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. They're sending the wrong message to like younger girls. Whoever wrote this, I'm assuming this isn't super young girls. That this is older girls that supposedly are more experienced in life. And to make a list like this, like what?
That's insane.
Who's making this list?
I don't know what is wrong. I don't think nothing is wrong with going out to eat on the first date for these places. Because you know what? Me and him been together for like 11 years. And our first date, what was our first date? Was it a sports bar? Because you know we kicked it that night at Central Station. But that wasn't technically a date.
But our first date was you took me to the movies. You took me to the movies.
Yes.
So that's way out because the movies, they said that was off the list, right?
Right. So are we counting that because we wasn't technically?
Yeah, it counts. Like that's what they're talking about, a first date. So even okay, I see what you're saying as far as
you didn't know I was interested in you like that, and I didn't.
Right.
It was just like it wasn't like okay, like
okay. Well, I always consider that like the first date because other than that, we did business together and we knew each other. And that was like the first time doing it. But I guess you're right. That was more like a business date.
So after we officially knew, after I officially knew he liked me and he knew I liked him, our official first date was technically
at the bar.
What sports bar was that?
The U bar?
The U bar. It was a bar.
If y'all are from Atlanta,
you know about the U bar. That was technically our first date. And I didn't even get nothing to eat. We just went.
I think I had like a beer. Or
he
something.
had a beer.
Because we showed up kind of late, and I think that spot closed kind of early at that time. Because we weren't there that long.
Right.
I only think we were there an hour, and it closed within an hour of us being there.
It closed like 11, 12 o'clock that time. Or whatever happened. It turned to a club or something, maybe that's what it was. It turned to I don't know what it was, but that was technically our first date. I feel like if you vibing with somebody, because I saw somebody posted that today. Let me see what they posted. They said, anywhere is a date when a woman loves being around you. When a man got that vibe, when y'all vibe,
right. Exactly. Yeah, you're just setting the standard so high. Like, are you not looking for love? What are you looking for? Just money? Is that it? Just money, or thinking that if it's I don't know. I don't get it. Like, because at the end of the day, even if the man's got it or the woman's got it or anybody's got it, it's like you're testing the waters. Why do I want to go to the most expensive, spend all this money, and I might not even like you?
Right.
So now you just wasting money, especially if you're in the dating pool where it's like you're going on multiple dates. You're trying out multiple people to, try to find somebody you click with. So it's almost like, yeah, we need to do all this other little quick stuff. And then maybe the second date, when I realize, I kind of like you. It seems like you like me. And it's more than just my money. Like, what? Because that's setting the wrong impression. Like, if women are, demanding that would throw me off right there. That'd be my red flag to be like, she just all for the money. Exactly. She ain't looking for money. She ain't looking for love. She's looking for money. Or she looking for daddy. She looking for somebody to take care of her. Like,
that's basically what it is. That's what most women are looking for. And I'm not gonna lie. That is why I paid for It's why I did a lot of stuff because I wanted to. I
But
just
that
really.
was not to cut you off. That was on our first date, so you didn't pay for.
Oh dang, you're right.
But the second time, I didn't have money like that, so I think I bought me a beer, and you didn't get anything.
Yeah, I
So it
didn't
was a
get
free date,
Yeah,
basically.
it was just a meetup.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
technically like a now date. We was just let's meet up and link up and
Right.
discuss what happened last night because
Right.
we kissed. We were friends for like almost 2 years.
Oh, not 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
No, because we met at the end of
2010,
right, and then this was at the very beginning of
2012.
12. Yeah,
So over a year, a little
yeah,
over a year,
yeah.
a
Over
year
a
and
year.
some change.
Yeah.
So we kissed. So the next day, that's when we went on our so-called date at the U bar. We didn't even eat nothing. He got a beer, like he said, and I just was there chilling. We just talking honestly, like what is we about to do? What's about to happen? Just trying to get. I wasn't even thinking about he got to take me. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I've been on dates with dudes just for food. A lot of times, women will just talk to a guy just for food. They will literally have your number saved in the phone as food guy.
So now it's making sense.
Exactly.
That list is making sense now.
Exactly. They'll go out to eat at these places with their homegirls. But when they when they feel like a dude is showing interest, they want to go somewhere where they know they not used to going, or know somewhere that they don't want to go and spend that much money yet. I mean, if you do want to spend that much money,
no, that ain't fully it. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the list was made from somebody that they got their own, so they can do all that night. You know, all the whatever. I want to know what is the list.
Yeah.
The okay list.
right?
But I already know that it's got to be exclusive, just expensive places. It's just got to be exotic, expensive place. I already know that list. But it's like, it goes back to like, what are you looking for once again? So is that list, it should just say, hey, if you're looking for a rich man, this is how you, whatever you can determine. Because if they can't take you, because if they take you on this, you know, this 2 for $20
right.
or whatever, that might be your red flag that, oh, he ain't got money to spoil you. So like I said, once again, what are you looking for? So that's, what are you dating for and what are you looking for? And then now that would make sense explaining the list.
Exactly. The list may be justified depending on what you're looking for.
But if you're looking for a life partner,
Connection, a true
exactly,
connection.
don't matter. Like, really, I would knock off anything where it's like, okay, I wouldn't go clubbing or something where you know, because you want to have a conversation anywhere that if you could sit down and clearly hear the person and have a conversation and feel them out, that's okay in my book. Whatever you want to do, that's how I feel.
I think a gym date would be a nice first date. Yeah, because you feel so good after you work out.
Right.
And so energetic. Your mind is just so.
And instead of worrying about, I like that better, because instead of worrying about, oh, does he got money? Can he take me here or there, or something extravagant? I'd rather know, like, oh, okay, this person, even though when we first got together, I wasn't working out like that, so I don't know if that would have worked out. Now in our life, like, okay, it would have made sense. Like, let's go to the gym. But back then, I don't think it would have been no gym date.
But
Applebee's.
Oh my goodness! Now when we first got together, baby, we was Applebee's. Our favorite two places was definitely Applebee's and Golden Corral.
That 2 for $20.
We was some Applebee's and Golden Corral. We was down for it. Like,
oh yeah,
it really didn't even. I didn't even think about what.
Wow. No, because I want to know this order of the dates. Let's at least go through the first few
menu.
Yeah.
Okay, our first date was at the U bar. Let's talk about our first date.
Okay.
When me and him first started,
that's the first date.
Okay, they have all these restrictions about where not to take a woman on the first date. When me and him first got together, after it was official, we knew it was official. Our first date was at the U bar, which was a little sports bar, and I didn't even get nothing to eat. He got a beer. That's how much the vibe was vibing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even thinking about it, because any other time I go on a date with somebody who I'm just using for somebody that go out to eat with, oh yeah, you gotta take me here, or you gotta take me here. Meet me here. I would name the most expensive restaurant, because like, well, I don't even know if I like you, but I knew I liked him, so I really didn't even care. So, and then our second date was where? Probably Golden Corral.
Yeah, because now you're saying that it was.
Oh, the video shoot.
Yeah, right after the video shoot, we went to Golden Corral. And then that's when you were like eating real slow and
nice
nice
and
and neat. And then, but I knew I knew you didn't eat like that, so I was like, just be yourself.
And I just like,
All right.
I was trying to eat all cute and polite.
I was like, you ain't got to do that.
Just be yourself. And I was like, and I've been ever since. But after that, it was Golden Corral, then Applebee's.
Okay. So I knew that
Applebee's
it was one of the
close.
first. Right. That's why I was thinking it was the second. But then when you mentioned Golden
It was
Corral,
all this was in 1 week.
right. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it was all the
exactly.
same week because that Saturday was the U Bar, and then probably that Monday or Tuesday was Golden Corral, and then that Friday,
Right.
when I picked my CDs up, was when we went to Applebee's.
Well, there you go. 12 years later, and we are like the first 5, and we probably could keep going because I know there was nothing extravagant in there. And 12 years later, so I guess they're right. You can't. It's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
It's not going to work if you take them to somewhere cheap on one of those cheap dates. I guess they're referring to.
And back to what I was saying. Hold on, let me read this again. I know I just mentioned it, but I just want to mention it again because this is so true. What I said earlier, anywhere is a date when a woman loves being around you. I'm telling you, we used to vibe so much.
Right.
We used to have so much fun just laying on the little, because we was live with his dad. And we would sleep on this little futon, baby.
Yeah.
I would go to Papa John's, pick up us a pizza, and come back to the house and watch us a movie on that little, not even a futon,
Yeah,
just a little pallet.
it was the pallet, like the little cushion from a futon that we lay out on the floor, and that literally was our bed for what, the first year or two?
Yeah, for the first 2 years, it was definitely our bed for like the first 2 years. Downstairs in the basement,
Living with my dad, didn't even have my own room because I had other family members living there at that time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So the bedroom, so basically the downstairs den was my studio / my bedroom at the time, and then that's when we got together, and then and then you really didn't even technically move in, you just came to visit and never went home basically. And so that's how that happened. But I just look at it like, yeah, I mean, I don't, you accepted it at that time. I never really thought about anything because, like you said, it just went back to like we just clicked. So I wasn't ashamed. I wasn't, like, oh, I gotta hide this, or like, oh, I feel ashamed, or this or that. And I guess that we both were chasing a dream is the reason, because maybe I don't think not too many women, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not saying that, oh, whatever, you got to like find somebody at the bottom and y'all come up together, but it can work. It can work. If you're looking, that's the key thing. What are you looking for?
Right. Are you looking for somebody to take care of you? Are you looking for a life partner? Are you looking for somebody to grow with? Are you looking for love? Or you just whatever? I think I was in a space where I wasn't even looking, but it just happened. But I didn't even care. I just knew the type of person he was and the type of person I was, that was not the end. Like, he wasn't like he was the type of, like, there's different type of people who live with people. There's a type of person who live with a person and they ain't doing nothing with their life. Like, literally nothing. And then you got people who living with people who's on a journey and chasing their dreams. Right. I was on a journey chasing my dreams and he was on a journey chasing his dreams.
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest with you, he was ahead of me. But I had my own place, but I was living with, I was living with somebody. It was the same thing. We was both living with somebody. But I kind of just moved in with him and his daddy to save some money. Because I was like, the rent was a little cheaper when we moved in with his dad. So, but it wasn't no permanent situation. It wasn't like, oh, we knew we wanted better. And yeah. So that's why I didn't judge him. And he was a cool person. We just vibed. Like, I'm just glad it just happened.
But that's so true. Going back to what you said, if you like being around someone, even still to this day, if I had to go and live with her in a tent in the woods, I could be content with that because I like being around her. I love her. She loves me. Like, we enjoy each other's company. So that, I feel that you need to think about that. Like, if you're with somebody, could you live in the tent with that person? Because basically where we started, what was rock bottom. The only difference was like If I could think the only work like or living in a car, I could literally like live out of a car with you, and we could still get along, and it could work out. Not saying I want to do that or we
Right.
ever would have to,
Right.
but my point is like if you're with somebody, could you do that? But yeah, going back to that list, it's like, oh, they're setting it up so further on the other scale to where it's like, oh, you gotta have so much and bring so much to the table.
Right. That's why I be telling women. I made a video about lowering. When I say lower your standards, I'm not saying lower your standards as in the type of quality of a person that you're dating. Y'all don't be thinking about the quality of a person. Y'all more focused on the aesthetic and the which okay, it's fine to date someone who's established. You know what I'm saying? But and it's fine to date someone who's pleasing to your eyes. But y'all will literally walk past a person who can treat you like you the only person on earth, but you won't date him because he's 3 inches shorter than what you want him to be. He's 3 shades lighter than the shade that you like. 3 shades darker than the shade you like. Like, that's what I mean by, and then this right here, this list of wanting to eat out at these places, like, what difference does it make? Y'all still got somebody else fixing y'all food for you. It ain't like you just, the best quality food is when you fix it yourself, honestly.
Yeah, that's the best first date. The gym or cook something at the house. Cook for that person.
I would love that. I was going to say that, but if it's a first date, it's kind of like bringing that person to your house. That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
That's true. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, I cancel that. Because you don't know this person, so you can't just bring them to the house.
Thoughts on, what about, well, no. That's a little risky too.
What?
Airbnb. I was saying getting an Airbnb and cook, but I was like, that's kind of you.
Yeah, it's still kind of the same thing.
Yeah, so
you want to be in public, like around a bunch of people and stuff. I guess when the first time meeting up with somebody to feel more comfortable, especially from a woman's perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever.
So yeah,
not saying that women ain't crazy. That we gotta look out for ourselves too to be in a public place.
Exactly.
But yeah, I agree. We squash all that until you
get to
maybe after a few dates or you feel comfortable with that person, then you can move on to that. Because those are going to be, like I said, exactly the best dates, I feel. More intimate. It's just y'all. That's why. So now technically Applebee's was like our fourth. If my timeline's right. Our third, which was on that list, ice cream.
Oh, Brewster's.
Was my timeline?
No, your timeline is definitely right.
That's definitely within the 4 or 5 dates.
Yeah. So our first couple of dates. First date was at the U Bar. Second date was at Golden Corral.
Yeah. And then that's where I guess kind of like third or fourth.
It's either Brewster's or Applebee's.
Yeah.
But Applebee's was on repeat, baby, for a long time.
Oh yeah, that was
that
for years.
20.
Yeah,
boy, with the appetizer and the 2 entrees.
Yeah.
Wait,
that was the best struggle meal you were gonna get.
You get what come with the 2 between an entree, 2 entrees and 1.
Yeah,
appetizer?
2 meals
and an appetizer.
I don't know about that, but you get 2 entrees.
I think that
2 meals. I don't really remember. Maybe you did. I think you did. I think you would get
an appetizer.
Mm-hmm. Appetizer and 2 meals.
Get the boneless wings as the appetizer.
Right. Okay, I think so. I think you get an appetizer and 2 meals. And you couldn't beat that.
Y'all playing. I mean, we don't eat out anymore, but when we did, baby, we used to tear Applebee's up.
All of them. Yep.
Golden Corral up. But now we cook our own food, so.
And that's probably like the worst of them.
Golden Corral. Everybody just touching.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, thinking back, I liked it. The food isn't that great, but I love a variety of just, you can have everything. Oh, I want a hamburger and pizza. You would never do that going somewhere else. But it's like, you go there, you could literally get everything. And then you ain't even tapped into the desserts yet. But thinking back, like, yeah, it's just basically slop, and then you got all these people that are right there. Any buffet, I don't even want to get into that right now. But that's another reason why we don't eat out. Because who knows what was going on in the back of the kitchen. Then they bring it out and put it all right there with little kids. Everybody and their mother is messing with the food. And you're just coming up right behind them making your food.
That is so disgusting just to think about. Like, oh my goodness. I just never thought about that. When we used to eat there, like, oh my goodness, little kids, and like you said, little kids and everything, just grabbing the food, grabbing the chicken, grabbing the cookies, grabbing this, grabbing that.
Coughing, sneezing,
right?
Snotty nose, sick. That, and then the dish, like when you eat out, you're eating. And what's gross about that is because we watch a lot of ID channel and forensic files. You know how many times that they're trying to get DNA off of somebody or whatever, and they follow them to a restaurant, and then they get the utensils they were using, the fork or whatever they were eating with, and run DNA tests and say it was a man they were trying to do, and they come back and it was like, oh, a bunch of women's DNA on there. Like, I don't know.
And then another thing too,
they aren't cleaning the dishes that good.
I used to wash dishes in at a restaurant place,
right?
And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of those places don't even wash dishes. They don't wash dishes by hand. Thoroughly clean them. It's like a powerful.
Oh yeah, I've done it too.
With hot water where they just spray. I picked up a dish.
As long as the food's off of it, whatever. It don't even matter if there's soap or anything. They just get the food off of it. Okay, fine.
But I've been to a place where I picked up a dish and it had leftover food in it. Get ready to get a plate to fix it at a buffet.
Oh, it's already stacked up, ready for y'all to get your plate, make your plate. Yes,
and there was food on it. I was like, oh my goodness. And I just put the plate down and picked up another one. Just went on here and fixed the food, child. That's how blind I was to it, and just greedy and just hungry and just.
Yeah, but going back to the topic, I feel personally, you need to wipe out that list. And if you're going to do a list, maybe come up with something just more creative.
Yes.
Something that don't cost a lot or whatever. Like, make a list like that and spread that. Like, why do you want to spread that to... And like I said, it's coming from, like, women that are already kind of, out there doing stuff and kind of got their own to where they can do for themselves. And it goes back to another podcast we already did where I discussed, like, you're going to miss out on true love when you're worried about the wrong things. You need, like what Shonda was saying, it's about the person. Like, find out, do you like that person or not? It doesn't take an expensive restaurant or an exclusive date to find out if you click and you like somebody. So why not make a list? It's like more like maybe y'all go painting or whatever, or, go to an event, like something that it's, more intimate, where you could really sit there and find out, do you like somebody or not? And
I'm a saveaholic, and I'm a caring and compassionate person. I don't even want somebody to I don't care what going on. If I'm really interested in you in this date, the last thing I want you to do is spend $80 on a plate for me. Please save your coins. Be smart about your money. I don't even want to date nobody who's not smart with their money. If you go spend $80 on a plate for me, no. I don't care how much money you got. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't even know me like that. That means you're not good with your money and you weak. I'm sorry. That means you're weak and you're not good with your money. If you want to spend $80 on a date on a girl for the first date, that shows that you a simp. Sorry, not sorry. I need you to be smart with your money. That's why if I wasn't dating him and if I was single, the last thing we would take me to Applebee's 2 for $20. But I don't eat out no more. And I don't eat none of that stuff. But if I did, let's take it back to when I did eat those things and when I did eat out. The most I probably did was on a date. Probably somebody took me to Olive Garden, child. That's it. I wasn't that picky. I ain't care about that. Be smart with your money. Don't pay you a simp if you pay $80 on the first date for somebody you don't know who you like. Would you pay $80 for the first date?
No. Or a second or a third or a fourth. We're going to split it. We splitting the tab.
Right. I'm not saying $80 for the whole tab. I'm just saying $8 for my plate.
Yeah, I know.
Because if they don't want to go to these places.
That's hundreds, because what am I eating?
Right, because if they don't want to go to these places, cheese, whatever cheese.
Oh, yeah, they're $100. Yeah, $80.
Then they want to go to the other place where the plates are $100 or $200 a plate.
Right.
So they probably looking at $8 a plate. Nah, that's Cheesecake Factory price. We talking about more. So they probably want to play more.
Hundreds of dollars
For a plate. No, we spend that on groceries. I don't care.
Okay, so that's what they're looking for. Like I said, they're looking for a sugar daddy, a simp, somebody to take care of them.
I think it's more of a flex too. Oh, girl, he took me out to hear such and such. And
Oh, so that's part of it too, to where you can post about it.
They do be taking.
Okay.
They do be taking pictures of their receipts these days. People definitely take pictures of their receipts when they go out to eat. So I think when a woman wants a man to take her out to eat at a fancy restaurant on the first date, it's a flex. So they can take a picture of the receipt for the food and post it on the gram. Look, my plates cost $200. That ain't no flex. That's fill my refrigerator with $200 worth of groceries. If you want to do something for me for a first date, do that.
Okay, now that's making sense. Because now, okay, I see it. You can't flex to your homegirl. Oh, I met this guy yesterday, and girl, guess what? We went on the first date. And your friend's gonna be like, oh, girl, where did he take
you?
Chili's, Applebee's. You ain't gonna. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So you're trying. Oh, okay, so you're not looking for. Once again, you're not looking for love. You're looking to impress the world.
Because
like,
these people
figure it out.
The internet got everybody mind up because these women did not have these type of lists back in 2005, 2010. Y'all was proudly going to the Cheesecake Factory, proudly going to Applebee's, proudly going to Red Lobster when Beyonce dropped the song. So let's not flex. It's the internet that tarnish y'all minds and make y'all feel like something is wrong with eat at these places. And that's just what it is. Because y'all ain't have no issue. Y'all just being the monkey see, monkey do. Just follow the leader. Follow this, follow that.
Yeah, well, the internet's going to ruin a lot of these relationships. Well, before they even get started.
They ain't going to have now. What you mean?
Yeah, I feel sorry for a man now trying to, like, if something was to happen to her, like, yeah, that's one thing I fear because I do not want to get back in the dating pool. No, not when I'm seeing stuff like that. Even though I know there's a lot of women that got common sense and that aren't shallow and all that, but that's rare.
Right, these women do not. Rare. I think women did have more of a mind of their own, maybe before the internet. Maybe a small percentage, but the percentage now is definitely small. They definitely go off what's trending and popular on the internet because probably a lot of women probably never had no problem with that, but now they seen this list.
Oh yeah.
Oh child.
And they're thinking back at all the dates or whatever they're having, like, oh wow, I wasn't supposed to go there because this list was made, and it's saying that's not a good place.
Oh girl, you went on a date. Where you take it? Where y'all go to?
Applebee's. What?
Nothing.
Oh, you don't like Applebee's?
Girl, I'm just saying for the first date. No.
Yeah, and we both got dessert.
I guess so. Dessert, what? $12? That's probably how they think, though. Seriously.
Definitely. And it's there. I agree with you. It's the internet, because everybody trying to outdo everybody, and it's a lot of it's fake.
Fake.
Because it's really the guys too. Because now I'm saying I can't just blame the women. That list is made too because whoever the women that are saying that those are the places, they're seeing other, like she said, the simps and the guy. Like I just gotta you gotta call it as it is. That yeah, exactly. That's what, because they want to show out too. Yeah, we going out to eat. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna take you. Boom, boom. They've taking those same pictures. They flexing too.
Yeah.
So everybody flexing for the gram, and yeah, I don't know. I would challenge, start a list, like I said, of a creative list. Okay, let's do that if we're gonna make a list.
Yeah.
Other than that, it is what it is. Don't they got a list of where it's okay?
Let me see.
I want to see that list. I know they
list
do.
That's okay. Let's see. Let me see.
Somebody had to make the list.
I really want to know where some okay places to take people. Oh, I hope I find one.
I think I saw that too.
Oh, they got one.
Yeah. I mean, I know like Jamaica was on there.
No.
Yes.
You gotta be careful.
And that's what's so crazy is, yes, they're just y'all looking for a free trip, or
right.
you trying to find some, soulmate? Because at the end of the day, how crazy is that to think that you're going to take somebody on a vacation to get to know them. That's he said the first date. Like, yeah. I mean, I know that, like you said, some really exclusive, expensive restaurants are going to be on that list. But I did see something like out the country, fly them to Jamaica, whatever, take them to some exclusive vacation spots. Like, does that make, you don't even know if you like this person, but I'm going to fly you to another country.
I'm going to say, y'all, look, fellas, if she don't want to go to eat at none of them places, she's trying to take you to Simpville. If you don't go down to Simpville for these women who can't eat at Applebee's, who can't eat at Red Lobster. Go ahead and be a passport, bro, to another country or whatever. Because don't even waste your time. Because if she really want to get to know you and she really like you, she is not going to be picky about the restaurant unless she just don't eat that type of food. Like, if she don't eat seafood, okay, don't take her to the doggone Red Lobster. But I'm just saying, she ain't going to be that picky. If she really interested in getting to know you, you'll know. Because she ain't going to be happy you going through all that.
If you really want to know, use that list.
Yeah.
As one of the first dates.
Yep, exactly.
And if it's a problem, there's your red flag.
Run.
That's if. But most guys, like I said, this day and age, people, that's why the women got that list. Because they know most men, all they're doing, they're just trying to get the newest, hottest baddie. Like, it's for both sides. Mm-hmm. It's the women trying, let me see how many men I can get as much, the city girls.
How much money they can get.
What the city girls theme or whatever. That's what a lot of women are chasing that. And then the guy, like the players, like they listen to all this rap music and they're, just trying to be with every hot girl they can find. And then the girls trying to be with every guy that's got the bag. So it's like, that's really the conversation. That's why these lists are being made. That's not a list for to find, let me find a soulmate, find my future husband.
Do we really connect? Now you with a guy, you in love with him because he spent $200 on a plate for you, and you want to keep going, get that $200 plate, keep going, get that $200 plate. A year later, you really don't even like him for real, but you like what he do for you, and there's no true connection. But you got that $200 plate though.
Yeah, you're eating good.
Where did you go out to eat? If you're in a relationship with someone, where did y'all go out on y'all first date? Because a lot of these couples who've been together a long time waiting back.
That's a good, yes. If you've been together for, I'll say at least a few years or more, I would like to know how, because now you've been together for a while. Yes. Please tell us where your first dates were.
Yeah. Been together 5+ years, 5 or 10.
What? Oh, I mean, it don't have to be that extreme. I mean, just a few years. If you've held it down and been together, for 3 or more years.
What was y'all first date?
Exactly. I mean, if you just got together with somebody and went on a cheap date, it's like, okay, you don't even know if you're still going to last. But I want to know relationships that are lasting, how many, where did y'all go on y'all's first date? And then I want to know what's a creative, instead of thinking money and expensive, let's start a list of a creative way to have a first date with somebody that might not cost that much on either part.
Cause I don't mind. Do you think would you pay for your? Well, I can't ask you, a guy.
What?
I guess I paid for our first full date. Well, not really, but when I liked him, when I liked him before he knew I liked him, I paid for our first date to the movies.
Right. We worked together. She would come and record music. I was her engineer and producer. So I took it as, that was the confusion. I really thought that she was just, hey, a complimentary business date or whatever. We do good business together. I want to treat you. So that was kind of different. And that's why I didn't want to, when you looked at it, because in your mind, you liked me and it was more of like, oh, I'm taking him on a date. And back then, your mindset, it kind of shocked you because I guess you thought like you're going to initiate it and you thought I'd come in and just be the man and like, oh, okay, take care of everything. But I didn't want to, like, we both, and that's when she knew too, because we both walk up to the teller and I wanted to be polite and not be all in her business. So I stepped aside and walked up to the door to wait on her, let her handle her business or whatever. And then she was looking shocked, like, oh, wow, he's really not going to take care of it or, like, pay for it. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to be rude, insult her. Like, she's offering to take me. So I'm like, so yeah, that was just the way it looked or whatever. But it just goes to show you, it's like, there's nothing wrong.
It's nothing
But I
wrong.
already know, like, there's no point to even say that
because
you're one in a million, baby. You really are. Like, there's not too many, and I get it.
No, I'm not
It's
gonna
like-
lie. It's a small percentage of more because I be reading comments on when people talk about stuff like this, and there be some
Right.
women in there. A small percentage of women that agree with me that they don't care. They'll pay 50-50 or they'll pay for the day.
Oh, yeah,
They'll
that's what I'm saying.
Split the tab. When a lot of women say they ain't split no tab, they ain't split no bills, they ain't doing none of that. But it's a small percentage of women who will, like I'm talking about, like probably like 5% up to 95%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of the whole world of 5%, that just shows you with that list. Like, now you telling the woman to actually pay for the date.
Right? Oh,
They want the most exclusive, expensivest. Like,
Restaurant.
take me. I think that was on there too. Skydiving and like some expensive, extravagant dates or whatever. So you're saying you're going from that to now try to convince them to say, well, hey, won't you pay for it? Pay for the first date. No, yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
because I'm not gonna lie, I can't even remember. I can't even remember none of the guys' name, what they look like, or nothing. When I was single and I used to use guys for going out to eat to pay for my meal because I know I didn't want to pay for it. I don't remember their personality. I don't remember their name. I don't remember nothing. All I remember was them paying for the meal and me getting whatever I wanted on the menu. That's all I cared about. And basically, that's all these women care about is a free meal and somebody who's going to pay for what they don't want to pay for. I'm not saying they can't afford to pay for it, but they don't want to pay for it. So that's why they find it a simp to take them to Simpville so they can take them to Simpville to pay for their food. So, child, I'm just trying to say, listen, fellas, don't let these women trick y'all out y'all spots. There might be a real chick out there waiting on y'all who will be proudly accepting y'all to take them to Burger King, Subway, or Applebee's or whatever. But y'all wasting your time with a baddie, with a wannabe socially baddie that want to go out to eat at a place whose plates cost $200. You better skip on past that because the one right behind her might be.
Exactly. And then that one behind, exactly, she's going to say, hey, take me to Burger King. And then you know how you were going to take me and spend $1,000 or more on me on our first date? Let's invest that into your business or invest that into me, into my business, or, you know what I'm saying? Something that's just going to elevate y'all.
I don't know. That might be Simpville too. He doing all on the first date.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like somebody. I'm saying that she's gonna have that mentality
right?
To say, hey, no, stop it. Don't spend $1,000 on me right now. Save that and invest that into your company.
Right.
Or that's not a no.
That's somebody that investing into her company.
No, I'm saying or that versus like because like once you go below it,
it's gone.
Like even if y'all do like end up staying together forever and y'all do enjoy that moment, it's like. Invest into something where y'all can keep doing that, and that doesn't have to just be a first time or once a year. It could get to the point where it's like, oh yeah, every weekend, we can go do this extravagant stuff because we're smart at the beginning. But I don't know. She's right though, because if not, hey,
I feel like when you don't do that, it helps the connection better to me. It helps a real connection better because I don't want to be connected. I mean, yeah, we love money and all that stuff. Money is good. But I don't want to just be like you more because, oh, shoot, he spent $200 over the food. I want to like you because the conversation was good, the vibe was good. We actually got a lot of things in common. You know, I feel like when there's a lot of money involved, it kind of distract you, make you feel like you like a person a little more. That's why I was glad. That's why I wanted to pay for. I just like the independency that I had when we got together, because I just didn't want to be distracted and consumed into all that and connected with him for the wrong reason. So I feel like that's another thing too.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
But yeah.
What are y'all's thoughts?
Yeah, let us know y'all thoughts, child. on this topic we having tonight. And like we said, let us know in the comments. Y'all, if y'all been together for some years in your relationship, what was y'all first date?
Let us know.
Let us know. Until then, are we ending it now?
Adios.
See y'all on the next episode. Let us know some stuff y'all want to talk. A topic y'all want us to talk about. Chime in the comments. Let's link up in the comments. We about to talk about this, what we just talked about, okay? See y'all next. And don't forget to drink water and
eat fruit.
all right.